Hi guys, welcome to Enables Code Tech. And today we are going to see the problem in Geek for Geeks is and compared to fractions. Initially, they are given in string str, which contains two fractions a by b and c by d. And we need to compare them and return there which one is greater and which one is lesser. If they are equal, then in the terms we need to return they are equal. Okay, there is no problem in this. So we are not going to find any logic in this problem, but we are going to see programmatically how we can able to solve this problem by using three approaches. So first approach is that so this is my approach first approach. First of all, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split this str into two types. So first one is str. Let me keep it as string x is equal to str dot split by using spaces. So when I split this string, I'm going to get the string it as 5 by 6 comma and then 11 by 45. Okay, after this what I'm going to do here is I'm going to form another string variable string. Let me keep it as y equal to s. Let me keep it as x of 0 and then string xy. Let me keep it as z equal to x of 1. Okay, what I'm going to do here is so when I split this string, I'm going to get two array x of 0 and then x of 1. What's the reason? You can see here there is a small space between this comma and 11. You can see this small space. When I'm going to split by using this space, it's going to convert it into an array. Okay, so I need to declare it as array x of. So this array will have length of size 2. First array we'll have 5 by 6 comma and then second array we have 11 by 45. Now I need to convert this 5 by 6 comma in y and 11 by 45 in z. Now I need to remove this comma from my x of 0. For that case, I'm going to replace the character. It's going to be character comma with empty space. That's it. Let me give it as empty space. And then after that, what I'm going to do for my convenient purpose, I'm going to print y and z. Okay, let me return that empty and see what's going to get. You can see it's compiling. You can see here I got 5 by 6 and then 11 by 45. So after replacing and after doing all these stuffs, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to convert this 5, 6, 11 by 45 are in terms of string. Now I'm going to parse into double. The reason for converting into double is that when you are doing fractions, you are going to get in terms of floating point number. So for getting floating points or any decimal point digits, you need to convert into double. So for that case, I'm going to declare an variable. Let me keep it as a equal to double dot parse double of what is that? We are going to okay, so before converting into double, still I need to do another process. I need to split this slash from my variable y and z. For that case, what I'm going to do here is let me make another variable. It can be p equal to y dot split with slash. Now after splitting with slash, now I'm going to store it in my array of p array. Okay. What I'll get is that after splitting it, it will be split into 5 and 6. Am I right or wrong? So when I split by using slash, I'm going to get two array. In first array I have 5 and second array I have 6. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create another variable string q of equal to I'm going to split the same next variable z dot split. I'm going to put slash. So now here I'll have 11 and 45. So that's it. We got our values 5 and 6 and 11 by and 11 and 45. Now it is in the data type of string. I need to convert into double. For that case, I'm going to use pass the double of p of 0. Okay, this is my first value. Then in my second value, I'm going to convert my second string into double. Then in my, let me use the same part, same line in my next input. So now what I'm going to do here is A, B, and C double dot pass into q of 0, and then I'm going to use q of 1, going to store in my D. Okay, what I did here is, so after splitting by slash, I have 5 and 6, and these 5 and 6 are of data type of string. So I need to convert into double. For that case, I have been using pass double and converting into double. So after converting into double, I'm going to check whether if A by D is greater than C by D. If this was the condition, I need to return my, okay, I'm going to return X. Else if A by B is less than C by D, in that case, I'm going to return Y. Okay. Else, if they both are equal, in that case, I'm going to return equal. So that's it. So let me run and see whether the program is running right or wrong. So compilation error string cannot be converted. String array. Okay. It's of data type X. So I'm going to put Y and it should be Z. Sorry, we need to use this Y and this Z. So let me evaluate and see. I got 5 by 6 as my output. So here I have used system.out.println and somewhere else. Okay, I need to comment it now and let me run and see. Okay, we got the correct output. Let me submit our program. Okay, we got the right output and our program have got successfully executed. So this is my first approach. So let me see the second approach. In my second approach, I'm going to use regular expression. Okay, even though in first approach I used regular expression just by using split function, and I have used only I use split and I have converted my string into fraction by using pass double and this and that. But in my second approach, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use regular expression. Okay, I'll write it as using regular expression pattern. I'm going to find out my expression. Okay, for example, you can see 5 by 6, 11 by 45, and these are in terms of single pattern. Okay, they are in the same pattern. So identifying this pattern, we can able to use regular expression in our approach. For that case, I'm going to declare a variable string regex is equal to, I'm going to use, first of all, this 5 is of type integer. Okay, it can be from 0 to 9. From 0 to 9, any digits can be occur here. Okay. After this, what I'm going to do here is only one digit is not going to occur. So it may be more than 10 digits or more than 20 digits can occur initially. So it can be like 55, or it can be like 555, or it can be like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, or many other digits are going to come here. So for that case, I'm going to use star. Okay. After this, we have slash. So I'm going to create another part like slash. And after that, I have 6. For using 6, it can be we need to use 0 to 9, and only one digit is not going to occur. It can be like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 digits more than that. For that, I'm going to use star. After this, our string pattern is ready. Okay, our regex pattern is ready. Now we need to pass into our pattern class and check whether we are getting any matches or not. Now pattern is equal to, I'm going to use pattern. So patterns and static. So in this static class, we have a static method. So pattern dot compile this regex. So after compiling this result, I'm going to create a matcher class. Matcher is equal to pattern dot matcher str. So what I'm going to do here is, for this particular pattern, whether sorry, for this particular string, I need to find out whether I can get any pattern like this or not. Okay. So for that case, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to iterate it for, first of all, I'm going to use matcher.find. So it will try to identify whether a certain pattern like this in the string exists or not. Okay. We are going to find the pattern only for like this 5 by 6, like these kinds of patterns are present in a string or not. For that case, I'm going to use matcher.find. If I find that particular pattern, I'm going to print and see whether pattern is right or wrong. Println matcher dot find. Okay, matcher dot find. After this, let me return empty string. Okay, let me compile and see. Okay, it's evaluating. It's still evaluating. Error end of which line? Okay, I need to put on curly braces. Okay, let me run. Evaluating. Okay, pattern. Okay, so I got true. Okay, I need to use pattern dot group. So this pattern matcher dot group method, what it will do is that, so whether you have the certain pattern in the string or not, if you have the certain pattern in the particular string, the particular grouped pattern will get be printed here. Okay, so let me compile and see. See, I got two patterns, 5 by 6 and 11 by 45 of the pattern which matches like this. See, without using any split function or without using any trim, without removing any spaces from this, without using any comma, I did not use even checked for whether any limited characters are present in my string or not. So without checking that, just like by using regex, I have been identified two patterns which matches like this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is, after this, in our previous approach, what we did, so same like that, we have splitted our character slash and slash, and after splitting that character, we converted the 5 and 6 into double, and we have divided and checked which number is greater, and we returned it. The same thing we are going to follow in our next approach. So if you want to see, you can able to watch this approach, or else you can move on to the next approach. So I need to use strb.use equal to string. I'm going to use string builder. Okay. Now I'm going to append my matcher dot group. See, after appending this particular string, I need to leave some spaces. I'll tell you what's the reason for leaving some spaces. I need to append some spaces. So then only I can able to split. Okay, then when I can able to split and I can able to categorize it. So after this, what I can able to do here is that I'm going to create an variable x. In this x, I'm going to convert my string builder object into toString. Now I have 5 by 6 space 11 by 45. Now I'm going to, okay, let me create another variable. Now I'm going to split this string x dot split by using space. Now I have splitted and there are two values. One is 5 by 6 and 11 by 45, and those will be stored in y of array. So now y of array will be length of 2. So now what I'm going to do here is string. I'm going to create another variable called p equal to y of 0 and string q equal to what, y of 1. Okay, so now when y of 0 I have 5 by 6 and in my y of 1 I have 11 by 45. Okay, that is so doubt in that. So now I need to remove this slash from this string. Okay, for that I'm going to use split by slash. And then, okay, let me store this separately, so then it will be easy for us to return our string. So let me create another string pq. Let me keep it as k equal to p dot. I'm going to split by using slash, and then k string kl is equal to q dot split by using slash. After splitting, it should be stored in an array. Okay, the reason here is after splitting, we have two array of size array which have 5 and 6, which are length 2. So for that case, I'm going to store it in my array. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create an double. So reason here is I need to convert this 5 and 6 into double, and after passing from string to double, I'm going to divide and see which number is greater and which number is equal. So now let me give it as a equal to I think double dot parse double. See, everything is same up to only these things are going to get changed. After this, rest of the things follows the same as well we have followed in our previous approach. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to follow k of 0 and then double double b equal to double dot parse double of, yeah, 1, and it's going to be the L of 0, and let me store in the variable c. So next will be d double dot pass double of L of 1. Okay. After this, if a by b is greater than c by d, in that case, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to return this p. Okay. Sorry, I need to put here. I need to return this p. Else if a by b is less than c by d, in that case, I'm going to return q. Okay, what I've stored is 11 by 45. That will be returned. Else, just like that, I will return it as equal. So that's it. Okay, let me run and see. Evaluating Okay, we got the correct output 5 by 6, 5 by 6. So let me submit and see. Test case are passing. Okay. So this second approach also have been run successfully. So just we are finding the regex pattern and we are trying to find out the groups which are present in the string. Okay. So but when you are using regex expression, it is much more comparatively slow compared to using any comparisons. But let me see our third approach, how it's going to get followed. So try to remove everything. Okay. Now my third approach is that I'm going to first of all let me iterate int I equal to 0, I is less than str dot length. So now I'm going to check for each and every character. Based on checking on the character, I'm going to follow my fractions. Okay. Now I have four variables. So I need to create four variables. Uh, 5, 6, 11, and 45. There are four numbers which are present in our string str. So for that case, I'm going to create four variable. Let me keep it as, instead of creating variables, let me create an array, AR equal to new int of size 4. Okay. Now default, so everything initially in AR will be 0. So now what I'm going to do here is, if str character type is equal to any space, what I'm going to do, I don't know. The same thing. If str dot character at I equal to slash, what I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And if my else if something like comma, okay, else if str dot character at I equal to comma, what I'm going to do, I don't know. But if these three are false, in that case, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to declare a variable j equal to 0, okay, for pointing out these array indexes, okay. Now, my initially my AR of AR of 0 is equal to, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply it with 10, okay. The reason for multiplying it with 10 is that, for example, if you initially you have 5, but the next number is, for example, initially, let me keep it like this. So let me keep it like this, 56. Initially, in my first character, I'm going to get 5. Am I right or wrong? Right. Okay, I got 5. And I'm going to multiply it with 10. Then I'll get 50. Okay, there is no problem in that. But next case, what I'm going to get here is I'm going to get 6. In that case, I need to keep on adding 50 plus 6. I'm going to get 56. So in that case, I need to multiply it with 10. After this, what I'm going to do here is, after this, I'm going to use str dot character at I minus 0. So this is something that, and you know, this is an ASCII value. So the ASCII value of 0 is 48. Okay, there is no doubt in that. ASCII value of 0 is 48. And ASCII value of str character at I, what we have? 5. So if ASCII value of 0 is 48, then what will be the ASCII value of 5? 48 plus 5 is something like we get 53. When you subtract 53 minus 48, you are going to get 5, but it's of data type integer. Okay, there is no doubt in that. We are not using any explicit functions in our program. So just like that, subtracting, and we are going to get our value 5. So now what I'm going to do here is that, suppose if my character is in space, okay, initially if my character is in space, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to do anything. Just like that, I'm going to continue my function. So continue my loop. If my character is equal to slash, in that case, I need to iterate it to my next index. So for that case, I'm going to use j plus plus. The same thing, if my character is equal to comma, then I need to iterate it for the next index, which is pointing to 11. For that case, I'm going to use j plus plus. Only when my character is space, in that case, I will not do anything. Just like that, I will continue. Okay, now in AR of 0, we have 5, and then in AR of 1, we have 6, and then in AR of 2, we have 11, in AR of 3, we have 45. Okay, this will be stored in our array. So now, after this, what I'm going to do here is that I try to remove this. So now, after this, we need to do our fraction. So for doing fraction, I'm going to declare a variable double a equal to AR of 0 by AR of 1. So when I divide this, I'm going to typecast into double. So if you, without typecasting into double, if you divide, what will happen? Let me see. See, I'll show that also. So double P equal to AR of 1 by AR of 2. Okay. Suppose if this A is greater than B, if this A is greater than B, in that case, I'm going to return string dot value of string dot value of 5. So AR of 0, I'm going to convert into string. Then I need to add on slash, and then I need to use string dot value of what I'm going to get AR of 1. Okay, if my condition is something like this, if B is greater than A, in that case, what I'm going to do here is I try to copy this one, going to paste it here. Array of 2 plus I'm going to put array of 3 here. Suppose everything is equal, then in the case just like that I'm going to return equal. Okay, that's it. See, I did not typecast anything. Okay, see what will happen. See, I got equal. What's the reason? Here, when you divide 5 by 6, you will get something 0.833. And when you divide 11 by 45, you get 0.244. But if you try to divide without typecasting into double, in that case, you will get something like this 0.0 and here 0.0. The reason here is by default, when you in fractions are converted into 0.0. 0 in integer will be converted in integer when you divide it by any kinds of fractions like 5 by 6 or 11 by 45. By default, it will be like 0. Okay. For that case, we are going to typecast into double. Okay, let me do double double. Double. Okay, after typecasting, let me compile and see what our output is getting. Okay, we got 5 by 6 and 5 by 6. So let me submit and see. Okay, for input 0 by 45, 0. Okay, our code, your code output is 0/43. Okay, what's the problem? Shared character type. Okay, no problem. If B is greater than A, I'm going to return. Okay, I need to convert this to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me run. Okay, we got our right output. So let me submit and see. Test case are processing C. And this approach also we got an proper output. So there are just three approaches where you can able to follow and solve this problem. I think this approach is an best approach to solve this problem. The reason here is Even though if you are using some explicit functions in your program, surely if your digits are big, in that case, surely you'll get a runtime error. So to avoid that condition, you can follow this approach and you can solve your problem. Okay. Okay, let me see in our next problem. Bye.